Listen up, fuckers. Today, we're going to talk about Charli D'Amelio on episode 2.
Listen, guys, we've been hearing a lot of people talk a lot of shit about Charli D'Amelio, okay? Because she was at 95 million followers on TikTok or some shit like that, okay? Yeah. And then she was just like, oh man, I wish I had more time so I could reach 1 million. Yeah, and she sets goals, we set goals. You hopefully, if you're not a sad sack of shit, also set goals. So I don't understand why we would all just start attacking this entire family for breeding a human being to set goals for themselves. Like, that genuinely doesn't actually make any sense.
Right, let the girl live her life. Let the family live their life. They're just trying to make money. They're just trying to get exposure. Don't be jealous. Don't be a hater, you know what I mean? Like,
just because they made it and you haven't, you know? They have goals. That's the thing. And maybe you don't.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, guys, we're not Charli D'Amelio super fans. We have a ton of respect for her, what she's done in the time she's done it, and we have a ton of respect for her family. But if you go check out our TikTok profiles, mine being at Tyrese Younger and his being at 2Turpy, you'll see that neither of us follow her. Okay, so it's not like we're saying this because we just, are so in love with this person. We're not saying you all need to go be Charli D'Amelio followers, okay? But what we are looking you dead in your faces as goddamn human beings and saying is this is a 16-year-old girl that you guys are ganging up and attacking, all because she wanted to have more than she has, which is setting goals and setting standards for yourself. And you guys are jumping down her throat and making her feel like garbage about herself. And the only thing that she's done is say, man, I wish that I had 5 million more followers. I don't understand what the problem with that is. I really can't. I can't get there.
Right. You know? It's like, I think anybody in that position would say the same thing. They would complain. Because the thing is, it's just like,
and you got to take into account the fact that she's young, right? But it's an impatience thing, you know?
you got to respect the process. It takes a while, and any adult knows that, but it's like, don't hate on a kid for having aspirations, you know?
Right, and the thing is, she's 16 years old. I wasn't perfect when I was 16. You were not perfect when you were 16. So the thing is like, at the end of the day, she has 100 million followers, and that's a huge burden to carry. So, like, it's really unfair of us to expect her to be this amazing role model at such a young age because none of us were perfect. So we shine a microscope on her whole life, and then we take the smallest things to pick apart and make seem like the most grandiose issues. And it's just absolutely untrue, and it's absolutely unfair that we do that to a person. It makes no sense because she's just a human being, just like everybody else.
Yeah, it's really unfair that people are unfollowing her over it. It's like, what do you expect, you know? Of course she's going to be displeased, you know? She doesn't deserve to lose her following because she's, displeased about something. She's not forcing anyone to do anything or anything like that. She's just, she's just unhappy with the amount that she has now because she wants to get to a larger amount, you know?
And people aren't money, obviously. I'm not saying that. You guys are living, breathing human beings. But the thing is, think of this. Charli D'Amelio has worked countless hours to gain the followers she has, gain the money that she has. Let's make it sound like a real job for the real people watching. Charli D'Amelio has worked hours and hours and hours for something, okay? And now you guys are saying because she wanted more, they took what she worked for away. That's like saying, oh, you made 20 an hour, but you said you wanted to make 25 an hour. Well, now I'm going to take your 20 hour away and give you 15 an hour because you're ungrateful. It's like, that's just not fair to do to somebody. When you work for something, you deserve it, you earned it. Those people chose to follow her. She didn't force anybody to follow them. She didn't take a gun to anybody's head and say, you need to follow me right now, whip out your phone. She was just a normal human being who was just being herself on an app, and she blew up. Whose fault is that? Our fault for following her. Your fault for following her. She did nothing except just post some videos and blew up.
Let the girl live her fucking life, guys.
Right, that's all it is. And her whole family. And it's just like, mistakes happen. People are people. It's like, when you have cameras on you 24/7 and none of us are perfect, then guess what? Your non-perfect moments are going to get publicized. And it sucks because I totally get it and I understand on a much smaller scale what it's like. So, I can see where they're coming from. I can see where you guys are coming from. But don't make her feel like trash about herself. For what?
Yeah, listen, if you guys don't already, go follow her right now, you know? Thing is, if you put good energy out into the world, you'll get it back.
Absolutely.
There's no point in hating on an individual. There's just not. You know, she doesn't deserve to lose her following. Over being displeased, anybody would have the same displeasure.
Absolutely.
You know? Anybody.
And if you check, like,
So,
if you're checking anything like Snapchat, TikTok, any of these like apps, you'll see there are videos and ads of her all over the internet, like crying over losing that 1.5 million followers. Like, that's completely reasonable to have happen. I don't know this for a fact, but I'm assuming when that whole thing happened with James Charles a while ago, and he started losing all those millions and millions of followers, subscribers on YouTube, I would totally imagine that he cried over that. And if I woke up tomorrow and I had less followers than I have today by a drastic amount, then I would probably cry too. The thing is, it's just like, you work really hard to create content that these people enjoy and that makes them laugh or cry or whatever, feel whatever feelings.
Yep.
You put your time and energy into that, your heart and soul, and then to wake up and it gets torn away from you because of a silly little mistake, like a speaking error or a miscommunication, is totally absurd.
absolutely. You'd be crushed. You know? You'd be crushed. As you should, because you work hard for what you have, you know?
Right.
Like I said, it's not like she actually did anything to anyone. She wasn't disrespectful or rude or anything.
I do want to see something though.
She was just impatient.
So we are right now a couple minutes into the video. So if you're seeing this, just comment red.
Also, do us a favor, if you are not already, go subscribe to the page and check us out. We are absolutely going to keep it coming with fire content, fire videos for you guys. So, and let us know if you guys have any suggestions for like future videos, topics you want to hear discussed.
And we can be seen on
to try or anything,
anything
anything
like that. The reason that we haven't been posting much on this channel, guys, unfortunately, is because we were having some infighting in a group that we were in, and we didn't really know what direction we wanted to take it. And because we would always compromise, the person who compromised was unmotivated and they didn't want to work, and it did not mesh together at all. But I can tell you openly and honestly that right now we are on the same page as far as the direction that we want this to go. And I'm so happy that you guys are coming on this ride with us, because we have some amazing stuff coming and we appreciate you watching.
Smoking on some Jet A. It's a pre-roll available at 3 Bros Grow in Santa Cruz, California. And this is not a paid endorsement or an endorsement whatsoever. I just wanted to show off what we had going on. So just letting everybody know.
And just for legal reasons, we're in the state of California and we're both over 21 years old.
Yes, absolutely.
Just so everybody knows. But we definitely appreciate you guys watching. Make sure that you smash that like button and you subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate you guys and hope that you enjoy the rest of your day.